Yeah, in the last session, we were discussing about waterfall model. This is also called as linear sequential model. Once after completion of one phase, if we move to the next phase, we cannot able to go to the we cannot able to go back to the previous phase, because here whatever it may be, the outcome of one phase will be taking as input to the next phase. Like generally, however, we are seeing the waterfall. um Water is falling from high position to, I mean, high to down. So again, it cannot able to go back. In the waterfall model also, once after completion of this, all these six steps we are coming from, if we are considering from the requirement analysis and requirement gathering and analysis phase is on the top, and next down is designing, next down is coding or implementation, next down is testing. Like this, if you are considering, just imagine that if it is water is, if water fell from the high to down, it cannot able to go back, it cannot able to go back. The same thing will be happen here also. So each phase what we are going to be perform, we know that very clearly. See, here waterfall model is very clear and very easy to understand. After completion of one step, it will be goes to the another step. See here, there is no complexity and the project will be easily manageable. What type of projects will choose this waterfall model is, one thing should be clear, like requirements should be very clear from the client in the beginning itself, and there should not be any modifications done, or any requirement should not be added in the middle of the project. In the particular cases, only waterfall model will be chosen, and also it will be takes long duration, like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years projects. For that kind of things, only waterfall model will be chosen here. For that model only, waterfall model will be chosen. What will be the disadvantages here? It is time consuming. So first we'll talk about the advantages. So what we have discussed till now, all are advantages of waterfall model. It is very simple model which can be easily understood. All steps is going to be done one by one. Leads to no complexity and makes the project easily manageable. And if the requirements are clear and no modifications takes place during the project development, then this model will be chosen. Disadvantages: of waterfall model. It is a time consuming and cannot be used in short duration projects. For long duration projects only, we are going to be takes this. is time consuming and cannot be used in the short duration projects. See, because uh, whenever we are performing one phase, we cannot able to start another phase parallelly. Because of that only, it will take more time. New phase cannot be started until the ongoing phase is completed. See, we cannot able to choose this project, or we cannot able to choose this model where repeatedly the requirements are going to be changed, where repeatedly requirements cannot are going to be changed, cannot be used for the projects which have uncertain requirement, or where in the requirement keeps on changing. To be clear in the requirement gathering and analysis phase itself. Because changes in the later phases will leads to higher cost, it will take more cost. Any doubt in this? Advantages and disadvantages of waterfall model. So in which type of projects we have to choose, and what type of projects we should not choose this. Is this clear?
Sir, can you explain
Yes, sir.
disadvantages?
I'll show you how the waterfall model looks like in diagrammatical representation. So as per, we just assume that requirement gathering and analysis is in one phase itself. So, but as per these people, they have given requirement gathering in one phase and analysis in another phase. We were discussing like requirement gathering and analysis both under one phase only. See, after completion of that phase, we'll be entering into the design, then coding, then testing and deployment. So after completion of this completely, we are going to the next phase. Current phase, if it is completed, then only we'll be moving to the next phase. This will be represents as waterfall model. This will be represents the waterfall model. So just observe the diagram once. The same phases will be there, but step by step. After completion of first step, it is going to be entered into the second phase.
So there is maintenance phases is not there,
And
sir.
deployment, after deployment, maintenance will be there. After deployment, the next step will be maintenance. For some projects, only for maintenance, they will go to the some other client, some other company, some other people. They will give that work. If they didn't like our work in the SLA, they will be going for maintenance or enhancements to their other company as well.
Okay.
So even that will be as a part of project only. That will be as a part of project only. Is that clear?
So this will follow development team as well.
Development team,
This waterfall model they will also follow.
everyone has to follow. I mean, like everyone, not only development team, architect, development team, testing, everyone, they have to follow this one only.
Okay. Yeah. I thought only for testers should follow after
No, 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 no,
completing,
no.
after developing
Testers,
application.
testing part is, I mean, testing is only one part in the project. Testing
Okay.
is one part in the project. So if we are in agile methodology, in a sense, everyone is going to be follow the agile methodology. We are in waterfall model, in a sense, everyone is going to be follow the waterfall model, either developers or testers or architect or anyone. Next, before going to the next phase, that is V model, first we have to discuss verification and validation. Most important. Verification, validation. So what is meant by validation? As per the customer requirement, our product is there or not. That is a validation. It is the process. It is the process of checking the validation
So this validation will come first phase only, sir. This is
No, testing. No, all the phases we have completed in the waterfall model, like that all will be follow the SDLC model only. So, but how we are going to be follow that, we have discussed it. Now, verification and validation, two concepts are there. Just after discussing that two concepts, we'll go to the V model, because verification and validation is going to be testing parallelly. So that we are going to be discussed. First, we have to know what is meant by verification and validation.
Mhm.
So validation, in a sense, whether the requirements has been developed as per the requirement of the customer or not. Sorry, validation is nothing but the requirements has been developed as per the customer or not. Verification, in a sense, whatever the requirements we have developed, that is working fine or not. Small difference.
Yes.
It is a process of checking the validation of project or product. That is, it checks what we are developing is the right product just we can say it is validation of actual and expected product. And we can say validation will be comes under dynamic testing. What is meant by dynamic testing? What is static testing? We'll discuss it. So verification is nothing but it is the process to ensure whether the product that is developed is right or not. Is right or not. It verifies whether the developed product fulfills the requirements that we have. It verifies whether the developed product fulfills the requirements we have. And verification will comes under static testing. Static testing. Just go through with these differences once. Verification and as well as validation.